Welcome back. We are one episode away from the final in Paris. The scorelines of the first leg of the semi-finals were tighter than two thumbs of a pig's bum. It's so difficult to predict the finalists from those two scorelines, and as of us, the top goal scorer sheet remains untouched. Or at least it could be for one more game at least. Barcelona supporters must be licking their lips at the prospect of returning to the fortress known as the Nou Camp, and after turning the scoreline on its head against heavy favourites Juventus, simply outscoring underdogs Porto on home turf doesn't sound too unreasonable. Whatever happens to Porto tonight, they can rest assured they can be proud of what they've accomplished post Mourinho and the pillaging of their key players in the last couple of seasons. And we're at least 90 minutes away from naming the first finalists of 2006. It's Barcelona versus Porto. And here comes the player of the year, Ronaldinho swings it in, and there's nobody home. It's out to Thiago Motta, answering on pure impulse. Lutro trying to shake Van Bronckhorst off his tail, gets the cross in. Almeida towers over everybody but can't hit the target. Less than 10 minutes play, both teams had a crack at either end, and Morales couldn't keep it down. Messi, poor cross. Ronaldinho was the target. Motta, pressure still on for Barcelona. They've enjoyed a healthy amount of possession in these first 10 minutes or so. And Porto not panicking either. That's a bit of a clumsy lunge on Lionel Messi. Ronaldinho. Close but no smoking. Well, Almeida was surely Quaresma's target there, denied by Van Bronckhorst. And that's a poor clearance. Now Diego. Into Quaresma. Down the line to Almeida on this way out. Victor Valdez. Barcelona getting a little bit more frantic with their attacking play. Not the tiki-taka rhythm that we've come to know and love from Barcelona. Sloppy strike from Van Bronckhorst, and Xavi's offside. Brazilian versus Brazilian. Belay trying to chase on Ibsen, gets the cross in, and Almeida volleys it. Barcelona are in trouble. And I kid you not, it's the former European champions turned underdogs are in front of the Nou Camp, and it counts for double. They have the away goal. 30 minutes played, and Almeida, who stood in for Lisandro Lopez, has done nothing but torment Barcelona with his height advantage. And Adrian says gamble has paid off. It's all or nothing now for Barcelona. The heavy favourites are on the cusp of elimination unless they turn up the heat on their Portuguese neighbours. Ronaldinho couldn't get the shot off. The ball stuck under his feet. Xavi, can he restart the danger? Larson connects, no, that's Ronaldinho, and is plucked away from his feet like a dangling carrot by Vita Bayer. Look how close that is. Porto has just got to hold on for 5 more minutes, see out the rest of this half. Pepe has screwed it up. He's gave it to Larson. Henrik Larsson, the veteran, first lead to Bayer, and he can't beat the keeper. We're not even halfway through the semi-final, and it is intense. And Ronaldinho, poor header. We're in stoppage time of the first half. Just a few more seconds for either teams, the damage to a minimum before they can reset themselves in their dressing rooms. Unless Benny McCarthy has other ideas, spins on the dime, turns Belay inside out, and Hugo Almeida has done it! One more nail in the coffin at the Nou Camp. Barcelona are dying a death, and the Grim Reaper's name is Hugo Almeida. What are we witnessing? Porto are rewriting the script. The dream final of Barcelona versus AC Milan is becoming a mere fantasy now. It's a nightmare for Frank Rijkaard. Even their captain Puyol looks dejected. He's got to summon the strength to rally his men at half-time. Barcelona will have to play the game of their lives in the half. Ronaldinho to Henrik Larsson, Frente into Lionel Messi, 1-on-1, and Bayer stands his ground. Messi whips it back in, and that's gone past everybody. The danger is dispersing as Porto are getting men back. Great tackle from Morales. Motta. Iniesta, look at the space that Ronaldinho is in. He's got the entire left-hand side to himself. Here comes Pepe. He's got to do his best bodyguard impression. He takes a dive, and Ronaldinho single-handedly pulls a goal back for Barcelona. It's 10 minutes late into the second half, but it's just the start that they need. It's better than nothing. And for those of you keeping score, that's goal number 7 for Ronaldinho. The World Player of the Year is 1 goal behind, tying Rui Van Nistelrooy's tally this competition. But that should be the least of his concerns for now. Oh, here's Messi, would love to cut inside, but instead he plays it to Deco. Shoots! And it's into the bread basket. Bayer. Xavi, square to Deco. Slots it into Larson. No power whatsoever behind that. Deco. Iniesta's kept it alive. Wrong side of the goal. Perfect amount of power though. Iniesta has lost possession to Lucho Gonzalez. Hugo Almeida, perfect through pass to Benny McCarthy to make it 3-1. No! Short corner, McCarthy to the edge of the box. He's Ibsen, the Brazilian. Whistles past. And time has stood still for Victor Valdez. Iniesta finds Xavi. Porto losing the shape a little bit. Tees it off to Messi. Just got to cut inside and he can't get the ball from out of his feet in time. Mata coming forward. 15 minutes left and Barcelona need to get another one now or never. Eto'o! Bayer stands his ground again. Xavi. That soaks up well. Mata keeps it alive. Larson to Deco. Outstanding stop. Vita Bayer is making all the difference in keeping the scoreline static. Deco bombs it. 10 minutes left. Anything can happen in 10 minutes. Lionel Messi is going to have a roll of the dice. And he crumbles under the pressure. Samuel Eto'o gives and gets the 1-2. Back for Messi. Eto'o down the line. And then Larson just had to stick a toe on it. Back into the box. Deco. And that's blocked by Costa. Larson can't wrangle possession back. And it's all over. Barcelona have been famously deprived of a Champions League final by Porto, who are back in the main event of club football. It's Barcelona 1, Porto 2, and a huge middle finger to Mourinho. Only one goal separates AC Milan and Chelsea from a showdown with the Dragons in Paris. Andrea Pirlo's perfect free kick at the bridge gives AC Milan the lead and the away goal advantage. It's a very narrow lead. Jose Mourinho should never be written off. And as Chelsea proved against Villarreal and PSV Eindhoven, they're not scared of scoring goals away from home. AC Milan are one stage away from redemption of Istanbul 1 year ago. Drogba with a perfect left foot through ball to another left winger. Arjen Robben. That's a strong fingertip save from Dida. Fingernails even. Lampard looking up, looks right, looks left, picks out Robben. Cafu can't keep up. Can the Dutchman keep it in? Swings in the cross and his dropper straight down into the bread basket of Dida. Now Cafu, the world champion, comes across to sweep that up and Gattuso nearly gifts Drogba a lifeline inadvertently. Kaka stabs it towards Shevchenko. But Czech isn't sweating. Kaka has been irreplaceable for AC Milan. That's a dud from Shevchenko. AC Milan love to play their way out the back. Now Seedorf gave it away and Chelsea have an attempt at a rally now. Robben back to Glenn Johnson. He gets the 1-2 back. And Brazzini coming across and Robben's drilled it into the bottom corner. Dida blinks and misses it. And it's all square on aggregate. What did I say about Chelsea not being intimidated away from home? Second goal in Europe for Arjen Robben. That's a confident strike. Had no choice but to go for it alone, had nothing to lose, and Dida didn't want to get his kits dirty. Not the half that AC Milan envisioned. Now Kaka trying to do something about it. He's found his way to Gattuso. It's on the left foot. Imagine if he pegged it with the right. Duff finds Drogba. There's still time for one more. And Drogba drills it at Dida. Half time in the San Siro, and as it stands, extra time is on the cards if it remains 1-0 to Chelsea. Well, that was half-assed from Shevchenko. McLenny goes down, and the Chelsea players are appealing Shevchenko's foot. Clashes with Czech, and that could have been controversial to say the least. Seedorf with a precision through pass to Inzaghi. Can he get number 5? Wayward. Cafu to his countryman Kaka, couldn't bring it down in time. And now it's a bittersweet return to Milan for Hernan Crespo. Manish to take the corner. Swings it in and Duff has found it. Chelsea are in front with 2 away goals. That trumps AC Milan's lead. And the Rossoneri, who have failed to score thus far, need to win on the night now for a chance at Porto in Paris. Good deep slope. That's a long looping ball to Inzaghi. He wants to bring it down for the volley. Gallas had other ideas. It's looking good for Chelsea. It's shaping up for a Mourinho reunion with his former club, and Crespo seals it. Hernan Crespo, who was rejected by Jose Mourinho last season, has just increased his stock with a punctuation mark and a comeback over AC Milan. Crespo scored 2 goals in that fateful final in Istanbul last year. Carvalho tried getting cocky. Gilardino could punish him. Seedorf to Roy Costa. It's down the middle to Shevchenko, and he stands no chance. And Brazzini releases it. Shevchenko, Roy Costa, Cafu on the outside. Gilardino to meet. The ball in the middle. Good save from Cech. Here comes Shevchenko, and he buries it past Petr Cech. He got the consolation, and that's all it will ever be. Too little, too late. The stars are written. Chelsea will meet Porto in Paris. They just won't get the clean sheet they thoroughly deserved. Now Roy Costa giving it everything he's got to meet that pass, but what sets it up? Cech clears it, and the referee puts Milan out of their misery. Who could have predicted this final coming into this episode? Jose Mourinho faces his former club in Paris. He has upgraded to Chelsea, and Porto will be the ex-girlfriend keen to show him what he is missing. What an incredible story told by both sides who will meet in the final. Porto are amazingly still considered rank outsiders despite winning this competition 2 years ago. And Chelsea finally make their first Champions League final. Didier Drogba is on the top scorers chart with 4 goals, and Van Nistelrooy's tally looks to be safe, with just 1 game to go to confirm it. And this will be your Champions League final, commencing on Saturday, 12 PM GMT, to get you in the mood for Tottenham v Liverpool in Madrid. It's the club the unknown Jose Mourinho came out of nowhere and took to success in the Champions League in 2004. Porto, who have reached the final without him, meet him once again with his shiny new and expensive Chelsea team, who he vows to do the same thing with this time round. Let me know your thoughts on this final, your predictions, and of course best match, best player and best goal in the comments below. Isn't football incredible? What a journey we've all been on. We've got 1 more game to go. Thank you so much for sticking out so far with me. It's been long, but I couldn't have done it without your support. Thank you for the kind words. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you on Saturday in Paris.